Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this. How high could XRP go if Western Union and MoneyGram start using it for settlements? Now, I already know at some point Western Union and MoneyGram will be using XRP. And they gave two different price points. So one of them is $11.82. But with FOMO and long-term holding, the price could soar to $94.56. Now, this would be tied in with all the other catalysts. This would be tied in with the banks coming out of the testing phase. It would be tied in with Ripple, capturing the derivatives market, all the tokenization happening on the XRP ledger as well. But this shows you, if you were to look at all of these different scenarios, and if all these scenarios were to play out, that's how you get to a 4- and 5-digit XRP over time. Because all the catalysts, they're just like icing on the XRP cake. Because we are going to have a great alt season one way or another. This cycle already looks like it's repeating 2017, 2018. But now you put the ETFs on top of that. You put the Ripple versus SEC case coming to an end on top of that. ISO going live on top of that. Then you have the clarity coming from Washington on top of that as well. And all of a sudden, you are looking at a very expensive XRP. But we're still waiting for XRP to go live on remittance rails. There's so many other things happening in the background still. But the reason I show you those price scenarios is it gives you a good idea on where XRP will be within the next 24 months, most likely within the next 12 months at the rate things are moving, because everything is still accelerating. Wait until the institutions get here. They're going to accelerate this even more. In the early days, there was so much FUD spread about XRP that Wind had to create a site specifically geared to address common misconceptions. This was before the current massive XRP army outnumbered the Btc Maxis. A small crew of us edited the cards. Early on, the FUD around XRP, it was massive. I mean, a lot of it was just made up as well, because people were getting paid in Bitcoin to spread lies about XRP. They feared it as soon as XRP showed up on the scene. The Btc Maxis were scared shitless that XRP was going to replace their precious Bitcoin. But it looks like that time is coming. And I'm going to show you both parts of this. So good morning. My brother is looking to do something in crypto as he doesn't have a lot of money, but this is what he sent me and I wanted to get your thoughts. I would like to buy 2 or 3 different types. If I buy $300 of XRP now at $3.15 and it goes to 10K each, where the experts say it needs to be to operate, that's $1 million and retirement for me. It seems like a wise gamble. $300 isn't a lot to lose, but if it goes to 10K, I can sell a third and hold the rest. What do you think? That's what's bringing a lot of new investors into XRP. It's the what ifs. Now, I think XRP is built to be a $10,000 cryptocurrency. I think it will eventually get there. And it's the same reason I always tell people, even if you hate XRP, throw some money in it and forget about it. Look at it a year from now, 2 years from now. And I'm telling you, 1,000 XRP is going to be hard to get very soon as the price continues to go higher. Less and less people are going to be able to afford to buy 1,000 XRP. But right away, Fiat Hawk, Bitcoin is Hope, says XRP is the crypto for the truly retarded. You know, these Bitcoin maxis, they think like we're stupid as XRP investors, but we're the smartest people in this space. You know how you know? Because what once used to take vision to see coming now is playing out in real time. And all of them are afraid again. Because what did the White House just do? They put out a report that said, we're just going to keep the Bitcoin we have and we're going to accumulate whatever we can through seizures over time. But then they went on to talk about cross-border payments. And XRP is the king of cross-border payments. XRP is coming for the #1 spot, and they all know it. Don't listen to these people with their market cap nonsense. You know, whenever somebody talks about market cap, I right away just don't even want to hear it anymore, because you are holding a currency, the world's bridge currency. You cannot value the US dollar in market cap, and you cannot value XRP by its market cap. It is going to go so much higher. This comes from Digital Asset Investor. Anyone ever wonder why Bitcoin and Ethereum people are on a rotation to go on CNBC and talk price, while nobody from Ripple ever talks about the XRP price? That's one of the many reasons I own XRP. The only thing they could ever talk about is the price of Bitcoin. Scarcity is not a use case. The price is propped up by fake tether. And eventually, this entire Ponzi is going to come crashing down. It's just a matter of time. But the rotation is spinning. The Ethereum PR machine is back in full swing with their CNBC friends. They won't be showing you this. And you see, wow, XRP trading accounted for more of Coinbase's trading revenue this year than ETH trading. Last year, XRP wasn't even broken out. Wait until XRP really breaks out. I'm telling you, the level of FUD and the level of hate for this cryptocurrency is going to reach a new all-time high as the price reaches a new all-time high. So far, XRP in this cycle has been outperforming both ETH and Bitcoin, and that will continue to happen because real money follows real value. What is crypto lending and how does it work? It's Saturday. I figured I would cover this for all of you. So putting idle crypto to work. High returns. That's why lenders will jump in. It's not uncommon for these platforms to offer annual percentage yields, APYs, that climb past 10%, particularly for stablecoins pegged to the US dollar. These rates aren't fixed. They fluctuate based on the market's hunger for a specific coin. And we already know there's demand for XRP as well. A hodler's best friend. For those playing the long game and holding on to their crypto, lending offers a way to grow their stack without investing more money. It makes their assets productive. It allows you to accumulate more crypto, more XRP. It also allows you to gain passive income without selling your crypto. Easy access. Compared to lock-in periods of traditional bonds, crypto lending can be far more flexible. Some platforms allow for short-term loans or even early withdrawals, and getting started usually doesn't require a large upfront investment. For borrowers, these platforms provide a clever way to get cash without cashing out. This is a huge advantage for anyone who believes their crypto will be worth more in the future and wants to avoid the tax bill that comes with selling. When you could borrow against your crypto, there is no need to ever sell it. You could pay it back with passive income. You could watch your crypto go higher and higher in price over time without worrying about your monthly bills as well. Passive income is going to be the greatest thing ever in this space. People are going to build generational wealth off of passive income. People are going to be building empires off of their passive income. What's in it for borrowers? Instant cash. By putting up their crypto as collateral, borrowers can get loans paid out in dollars or stable coins. This money can be used for anything from a down payment on a house to seizing a new investment opportunity, like a turnkey business. You could buy a car wash, a laundromat, something that doesn't take up or require a lot of your time. The best thing about this is it can retire you. No more punching the clock. Keep your upside. Since you're borrowing against your crypto instead of selling it, you still own it. If the price of your collateral shoots up, that profit is still yours. Smarter tax strategy. Selling crypto is almost always a taxable event, leading to capital gains tax. Borrowing against it isn't considered a sale, making it a more tax-efficient way to get spending money, so you could avoid the IRS. No credit score needed. This is a major departure from banks. Your ability to get a loan is based on the value of your crypto, not your credit history. This opens up borrowing to people who might be locked out of the traditional system as well. And we already know that people are going to be doing this. You know, this is the future, and it's happening now. And because you were so early to crypto, you beat the institutions here, there's going to be so many ways for you to not only borrow against your crypto, but for you to loan your crypto out and get passive income from it. It's going to be a great time ahead. And this is how you watch your XRP hit those high price points without having to worry about dips in the market as well. BlackRock, Fidelity, Citibank, Franklin Templeton, NASDAQ, DBS Bank, and BNY will all be speaking at Ripple's event, Ripple Swell 2025 in November. Giga bullish for XRP. Ripple has the connections that no other crypto has. The fact that these people are all going to be at Ripple Swell tells you you are invested in the future when you invest in XRP. No way would these people show up for any other crypto out there. They all know the end game as well. Here is the price if Ripple becomes an XRP treasury company. So, amid suggestions that Ripple should become an XRP treasury firm, we recently analyzed how XRP price could react to this development. There's growing talk within crypto circles that Ripple could change its business strategy and become an XRP treasury company, much like what MicroStrategy did with Bitcoin. So if that was to happen, the price of XRP could go to $25.29. It could also go as high as $45.53. And then there's other scenarios where it doesn't get past $15. But I don't see Ripple doing this. Ripple strategically uses that XRP for acquisitions, for adding even more utility to XRP over time. But this could also play out at some point in the future. We're also hearing a lot of talk of IPO. I still don't believe an IPO will happen either. I think Ripple is flush with money. They have a lot of it, so there's really no need for Ripple to do an IPO. Ripple's more looking to become a bank. and we would all be bank branches loaning out our XRP and getting that passive income. But like I always tell you, until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.